They told you that you are small. They taught you that you need intermediaries to reach the sacred. They convinced you that divinity is far away, above, outside, unreachable except through rituals, hierarchies and confessions. But there's something they didn't tell you, something that was erased, silenced, rewritten in the margins of ancient texts, something that if you knew it, would change everything, not because it's new, but because it's so ancient, that your soul already knows it, you just forgot, and that forgetting was not accidental. For centuries, institutions built walls around two words that, spoken together, have the power to return to you what you always were, two words that are not a prayer, but a key, a declaration, a recognition, I am. But not as they taught you to say it, not as an empty phrase followed by adjectives that limit you, but as the door that opens the universe within you, as the secret name of God that is not in the heavens, but in the center of your chest, breathing with you, beating with you, being you. Why did they hide it from you? Because if you knew that I am is not just the name of the divine in sacred texts, but your own essential nature, you would no longer need anyone to intercede for you. If you understood that every time you say I am, you are invoking the same creative force that made the universe, you would no longer seek outside what was always inside. And that for those who built temples of power upon your smallness, was dangerous, too dangerous. Breathe. For a moment just breathe. Not because I order you to, but because your body knows something your mind forgot. Breathe and feel how the air enters, how it fills your lungs, how it sustains you. No one taught you to do it. No one gave you permission. It simply happens. It's automatic, divine. That breath is the same breath that ancient texts call ruah in Hebrew, pneuma in Greek, prana in Sanskrit. Breath, spirit, life. They are not different words. They are the same truth, and that truth is breathing in you right now. In the original Gospels before the translations, before the manipulations, there is a phrase that Jesus repeats again and again. Ego eimi, in Greek. I am. Not I am the Son of God in an exclusive way, not I am and you are not, but I am, as a mirror, as an invitation. When he says I am the way, the truth and the life, he is not saying that he as a separate person is the only access. He is saying that the I am that dwells in him is the way, that recognizing your own I am is the truth, that living from that I am is life itself. But this was too radical, too egalitarian. So it was rewritten, institutionalized. It became dogma, hierarchy, original sin that made you believe you were born broken, that you are unworthy, that you need external salvation. They taught you to say I am a sinner, I am unworthy, I am weak, and every time you did, you were using the most sacred name of existence to declare your own limitation. You were creating with the language of God the prison of your identity. Because I am is not just a phrase, it is the verb of creation. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That verb is not in the past, it is now, in this instant. When you say I am, you are using the same power that created galaxies, the same vibration that gave form to light, not metaphorically, literally. Because words have frequency, intention, weight, and I am is the frequency of pure existence. Close your eyes for a moment, don't be afraid, just close them, and say silently, without moving your lips, I am. Don't add anything else, just that, I am. Feel how those words resonate in your chest, how they need no explanation, how they need no justification. I am is complete in itself, it needs no surname, it needs no role, it needs no title. I am is pure presence, consciousness without label, existence without disguise. In the Old Testament, when Moses asks God what his name is, the answer is not Jehovah, that is a later translation. The answer in the original Hebrew text is I-Yeshi, which means I am that I am. Or better translated, I am what I am, present tense, eternally present, not I was, not I will be, but I am, now, always, without time, without beginning or end, pure presence. And when God tells Moses, "Thus you shall say to the children of Israel, I am sent me to you," he is not giving a personal name, he is revealing the nature of existence. He is saying that the divine is not a separate being up there, but the conscious presence that sustains everything, including you, because you too can say I am, and when you do, you are not being blasphemous, you are being honest, you are recognizing what you always were. but they taught you there was a separation, that God was God and you were you, that there was an abyss between the sacred and the human, that you needed bridges, priests, rituals, sacraments. They taught you that saying I am with power was arrogance, ego, sin, and thus they kept you away from the greatest secret, that what you seek outside is already inside, that the divine spark is not something you need to earn, it is something you already are. Breathe again, deeper this time. Feel how the air fills your lungs, how your chest expands, how your body knows exactly what to do with that breath without you thinking about it. That intelligence that breathes for you, that beats your heart, that digests your food, that heals your wounds without you asking, what is it? Is it chance? Is it blind biology? Or is it something more, something that knows, something that creates, something that is? In the Gnostic Gospels, those that were not included in the official Bible, there is a text called the Gospel of Thomas. In it Jesus says, if you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. He is not talking about exorcisms. He is talking about your true nature, about the light you carry within, about that seed of I am, that if you deny it, consumes you in external searching, but if you recognize it, it frees you. In another verse of the same text, Jesus says, the kingdom of God is within you, and outside of you. When you know yourselves, you will be known, and you will understand that you are children of the living Father. He doesn't say if you are good. He doesn't say if you obey the rules. He says when you know yourselves. Because self-knowledge is not psychology, it is theology. To know yourself is to know God, because there is no separation. But this was too dangerous for power structures. If every person is a temple, if every heart is an altar, if every breath is a prayer, then institutions lose their function, intermediaries become unnecessary, fear stops controlling, and love, true love, the one that recognizes the divine in every gaze, in every encounter, in every moment, becomes the only true religion. That's why at the Council of Nicaea, in the year 325, it was decided which texts were canonical, and which were heretical, not by divine inspiration, but by vote, by political decision. The Gospels that spoke of the inner light were eliminated. The texts that taught that the kingdom of God is not a place, but a state of consciousness were burned. Those who taught that Christ is not just the name of a man, but the name of awakened consciousness that can dwell in any human being were persecuted. Why? Because if you knew that you are potential Christ, that you are potential Buddha, that you are light contained in human form, then they would no longer have power over you. They could no longer sell you salvation. They could no longer frighten you with hell. They could no longer control your access to the sacred. And that was the true sin. Not that you were divine, but that you discovered it. Open your eyes slowly. Look at your hands. Really look at them. Not as objects, but as miracles. Every cell of your body is made of stardust. Literally. The carbon atoms in your skin, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, were forged in the heart of stars that died billions of years ago. You are literally the universe looking at itself. You are not an observer of the cosmos. You are the cosmos observing itself. So what is I am? It is not ego. The ego is the mask, the personality, the set of stories you tell yourself about who you are. I am a lawyer. I am a mother. I am shy. I am a failure. Those are layers, disguises, roles you play. But beneath all that, before any label, there is a presence, a consciousness, an I am without surname. And that I am is the same in you as in me, as in the saint, as in the sinner, as in the child, as in the elder. It is the same light, the same presence, the same embodied God. In Sufism there is a phrase that mystics repeat, Ana al-Haq. It means I am the truth. When the mystic al-Hallaj said it in public, he was executed, because that phrase was considered blasphemy. How could a human say I am the truth, if the truth is God? But he was not saying I, this body, this personality, am God. He was saying, the I am that speaks through me is the same as the I am of all existence. And for that he died. Because the truth is not always welcome. But you don't have to die, not physically. You only have to let the lie die. The lie that you are small, that you are unworthy, that you are separate. That is the only death that matters. the death of the false self, the death of the ego that believes it is alone, and when that lie dies, what remains is not emptiness, it is fullness, it is I am, without fear, without need for defense, without need for control. Close your eyes again, breathe, this time put your hand over your heart, feel the beating, don't judge it, don't analyze it, just feel it. That beating doesn't need you to order it, it doesn't need you to believe in it, it simply is, just as I am, simply is, it needs no proof, it needs no arguments, it is evident, obvious, present, and now, while your hand is over your heart, say silently, I am, and observe how you don't have to prove that statement, observe how no one can take it from you, observe how it is prior to any thought, prior to any belief, prior to any name they gave you. I am, is what remains when all the layers are removed. It is naked presence, pure consciousness. In Hinduism they call it Atman, the eternal soul, and they say that Atman is Brahman, that the individual soul is the same as the universal soul, not similar, not connected, but the same, like a drop of water that upon touching the ocean, does not cease to be water, it recognizes itself as ocean. That is enlightenment, not acquiring something new, but recognizing what you always were. In Buddhism, they speak of tata, suchness, the essence of what is, and they say that this suchness has no form, has no name, has no limits, but it is in everything, in the stone, in the tree, in the river, in you, and when you recognize it, when you see that I am is the same presence in everything that exists, then compassion is not an effort, it is natural, because you no longer see separation, you see unity. But all this is not philosophy, it is not theory, it is experience, and that experience does not require years of meditation, it does not require retreats in mountains, it requires only an instant of honesty, an instant of stillness, an instant where you stop seeking and simply are. Breathe deeply, slowly, feel how the air enters through your nose, how it fills your chest, how your abdomen expands, and as you exhale, feel how everything releases, how it lets go. You are not controlling the breath, you are allowing it. You are being breathed by something greater than your will, by something that knows, that understands, that cares for you without you asking, and that something is not outside, it is not a distant God, it is the presence within you, it is the I am that inhabits your body, that uses your eyes to see, that uses your ears to hear, that uses your voice to speak. It is not you who lives, it is life that lives you, and recognizing that does not make you passive, it makes you free, because you no longer have to carry the weight of being someone, you can simply be. In the Vedas, the most ancient texts of India, there is a declaration called Mahavakya, the great phrases, and one of them is Tat Tv Amaz, it means you are that, not you are connected to that, not you can reach that, but you are that, now already, always. That which you call God, that which you call universe, that which you call existence, you are that, not a small part, but all, because there is nothing outside the all. So why don't you feel it? Why do you feel small? Because you identified with the waves, not with the ocean, you identified with the thoughts, not with the consciousness that observes them, you identified with the body, not with the life that animates it, and that identification is natural. It is part of the human experience, but it is not the whole truth, it is just one truth, one layer, and beneath that layer there is something deeper, more real, more true. Open your eyes, look around, what you see is not the world, it is your perception of the world, it is light entering your eyes, being interpreted by your brain, being filtered by your beliefs, your memories, your fears. You are not seeing reality, you are seeing your version of reality. And the same happens with your identity. You are not who you think you are who you decide to be in every moment, and in the moment you decide to be I am without labels, without roles, without stories, you become free, because I am is not limited, it is infinite, it is not from the past, it is eternal present, it is not from one place, it is from all places, and when you live from that I am, things change, not because you do magic, but because you change your frequency, you change your vibration, and the world responds, not because you obey secret mystical laws, but because the world is a mirror, it reflects what you are, and if you are fear, it reflects threats. If you are love, it reflects love. If you are I am, it reflects possibility. In the Bible, Jesus says, "Whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have already received it, and it will be yours." He doesn't say wait, he doesn't say beg, he says believe that you have already received it. Because faith is not waiting for something in the future, it is recognizing something in the present. It is saying I am, with such certainty, that the universe has no choice but to reflect it, not by obedience, but by resonance. That's why the words that follow I am are so powerful. If you say I am weak, your body responds. Your posture changes, your breathing becomes shallow, your mind seeks evidence of weakness, and it finds it, because what you seek you find. But if you say I am strong, the opposite occurs. Your body straightens, your breathing deepens, your mind seeks evidence of strength, and it finds that too, because I am is the brush with which you paint your reality. But the institutions knew this, and that's why they trained you to say I am a sinner, I am unworthy, I am nothing much, because every time you said it you made it real, not because it was true, but because you believed it was. And belief is creation, faith is force, and language is the oldest spell in the world. But now you know, now you remember. You are not learning something new, you are remembering something forgotten, something your soul always knew, something children know before they are taught to doubt. Children don't say I am this or that, they say I am and then they play, then they create, then they become, because they haven't learned yet that they are limited, they haven't learned that they are small, they still remember the truth, and that truth is simple, so simple that the mind complicates it, so obvious that the intellect denies it. That truth is you are, not as body, not as mind, not as name, but as presence, as consciousness, as I am, and that I am has no opposite. It cannot die, it cannot fail, it cannot break, because it is not a thing. It is the space in which all things appear, it is the stage where the play unfolds, and the stage is never damaged by what happens in the play. Close your eyes one more time. This time I'm not going to ask you to say anything, only to feel. Feel the weight of your body, feel gravity holding you, feel the temperature of the air on your skin, feel the silence between sounds, feel the space between thoughts, that space, that silence, that is you, not the noise, the silence, not the movement, the stillness, not what changes, what remains. And in that silence, in that stillness, there are no questions, there are no doubts, there is no fear, there is only presence, there is only I am, without past to regret, without future to fear, only now, only this, only being. The mystics of all traditions arrived at this same place, not by following the rules, but by breaking them, not by obeying the institution, but by listening to their interior. St. John of the Cross spoke of the dark night of the soul, that moment where everything external vanishes, and only naked presence remains. Rumi spoke of dying before dying, of losing the false I to find the true I. Lao Tzu spoke of the Tao, the way that cannot be named but that is known by walking it, and all of them said the same thing with different words. Stop seeking, start being. Because seeking is the trap. Seeking implies that something is missing, that you are not complete, that you need to find something outside to be okay. But I am does not seek. I am is complete, present, whole. And when you stop seeking, when you simply stop and breathe and recognize that you already are what you seek, then the miracle happens. Not an external miracle, an internal miracle. The miracle of peace, of clarity, of certainty. Breathe deeply. Feel how your body relaxes with each exhalation. Feel how the tension leaves, how the shoulders loosen, how the jaw releases, how the belly softens. You are not doing anything. You are only allowing life to flow, allowing I am to breathe through you, allowing the divine to do what it always did: sustain, create. And now, with your eyes still closed, imagine a light in the center of your chest. Don't force it, just imagine it. A small light, like a seed, like a spark. And with each breath that light grows, it expands, it fills your chest, it fills your abdomen, it fills your arms, your legs, your neck, your head, until your whole body is light, until there is no separation between the light and you, because you are not containing it, you are the light. That light has no name, it has no religion, it has no nationality, it is the same light that shone in Jesus, in Buddha, in Krishna, in Muhammad, in every saint, in every sage, in every child who smiles for no reason. It is the light of I am, the light of pure existence, and it is in you, not as a gift, not as a blessing, but as nature, as essence, as truth. Open your eyes slowly, and look at the world from that light, not from fear, not from need, but from fullness, from the I am that needs nothing because it already is everything, and observe how your perception changes, how what before seemed like threat now seems like opportunity, how what before seemed like loss now seems like liberation, how what before seemed like separation now seems like unity, because when you live from I am, you don't judge, you don't condemn, you don't exclude, because you recognize that the I am in you is the same I am in everyone, that there are no enemies, only mirrors, that there are no strangers, only different versions of the same presence, that there is no unforgivable sin, only unrecognized pain, only unembarked fear, only unremembered love, and that love that is not emotion, that love that is not attachment, that love that is simply the recognition that we are one, that is the kingdom of God, not in heaven, here, now, in your chest, in your breath, in your gaze, in the present moment. That's why Jesus said the kingdom of God will not come with observation. They will not say behold here's or behold there's, for the kingdom of God is within you. It is not coming, it already came. You will not find it by seeking it outside, you will find it by stopping inside. It is not a place, it is a state of presence, of peace, of I am. And now that you know, now that you remember, what will you do? You don't have to change anything. You don't have to become someone special. You don't have to follow new rules. You only have to remember, every morning, every night, every time you feel fear, every time you feel separation, remember, I am, not I am this or that, just I am, and let that truth fill you, let it guide you, let it free you. Don't share this as information, share it as a reminder, with those who seek, with those who suffer, with those who forgot, not with arrogance, not with superiority, but with humility, with love, with the certainty that if this truth found you, it is because someone else needs to find it too. Say softly, or in silence, with your hand over your heart, I am, and feel how those words are not yours, they are from existence itself, they are the name of God that you carry engraved in your soul, they are the truth that no church can hide, that no institution can deny, that no power can take from you, because you are now, already always, I am, and so it is. If this text found you, it was not by chance. If these words resonated in your chest, it is because your soul already knew it. Don't keep it as a secret. Share it with those who need it, not to convince, not to impose, but to remember, so that others remember what they forgot. Because when a light is lit, it does not diminish by being shared, it multiplies. And this world needs more lights, more I am, more presence, more truth. Share this with love, with respect, with the intention that someone else remembers that what they seek is already within, that the divine is not far away, that it was never far away, that it always was I am.